What's up, good people? It's your boy Timo with the dance move.
And it's Tim, the popcorn player.
That right. And you are listening to
Banana Juice.
So thankful that you're tuning in again with your boys.
Yep.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun on the last episode with the Disney debate. We're going to keep that debate series rolling this week. But first, let's get into these throwaways.
Oh, I love trash.
Salute to LeBron James, who has opened up his school for, I think it starts at 3rd and 4th graders. Now, this is something, I'll tell you right now, I'm one of those people who's real hard on LeBron. You know, I'm like, he's not the greatest ever. He trash. He ain't no good. Like, I'm the one who will say all of that. He'll never be Jordan. That's me. That's me who will say that. But the fact that he is really reaching out on the philanthropy? Yeah. I was trying to say like another word, but that philanthropy is where I was going with it. The fact that he's really reaching out on that part and doing something big. Now, here's what all the children at his I Promise school are getting. Free tuition, free uniforms, free bicycle and helmet. That's because when he was younger, he valued the bike. That's what helped him get away from gangs and stuff, he said.
Right.
Free transportation within 2 miles, free breakfast, lunch, and snacks, food pantry for families. These next ones are the ones where I'm like, this is what really I gotta continue to salute them. The free food pantry for families, GEDs and job placement services for parents. Mm-hmm. And then guaranteed tuition to the University of Akron for every student who graduates. Now, to me, that's just great because
awesome.
Not only he's showing that he cares about your education, but he is really attacking the other variables in children's lives that cause them not to be successful at school. Food at home, he's giving that to them. You know, transportation to school, he's giving that to and from school, giving that to them. And then ending the cycle of a lack of education. Like that's big right there. Right. And then also promising like, look, you don't have to worry about how you're going to pay for college. Yeah. You don't have to worry about it. I got that. But also giving those parents an opportunity to get an education, finish up their education, you know, and which will open up so many more doors for them job wise. I'm amazed by that, man. Salute to him.
Yeah, definitely a great way to invest your money in changing the world.
And you would think everybody would be saluting them, but they're not. So Donald Trump, come on, Donnie, just leave the man alone. Donald Trump actually is throwing shots at LeBron. He took to Twitter. He took to Twitter. We all know that LeBron James has been critical of Donald Trump, but he took to Twitter and then tweeted. Let me find this tweet because it is very, very problematic. Okay, it says, LeBron James was just interviewed by the dumbest man on television, Don Lemon. He made LeBron look smart, which isn't easy to do. I like Mike. So, my guy, was this even necessary?
It wasn't. It wasn't.
Don Lemon is a news anchor on CNN, if you don't know. And LeBron took him to a tour of the school. And through all of that, even after hearing all the good that LeBron James was doing for the community and for those children, all Trump saw when he looked on television were 2 people who were critical against him and decided to attack him. But Don Lemon, he brought that heat right back. Don Lemon said, "Who's the real dummy? A man who puts kids in classrooms or one who puts kids in cages?" And then the hashtag was Be Best. Now, the Be Best is Melania's hashtag for online bullying. For saying we should get away from online bullying. And so, I mean, really, really, really giving them that heat. And then Melania jumped in. Melania jumped in and said via her Twitter, Let me see if I can find it. Okay, it said, it looks like LeBron James is working to do good things on behalf of our next generation. And just as she always has, the First Lady encourages everyone to have an open dialogue about issues facing children today. That was a statement that was read by the First Lady spokeswoman, Stephanie Grisham. So, and this was after Trump tweeted what he tweeted.
Wow. Dang, just Melania is gonna constantly piss Donald off watching CNN, and now just work with me. You're my wife. Work with me. He's like, hey,
he like Donald Trump, like he making enemies in his own home.
Yes, and speaking of making enemies in your own home, the same president, Donald Trump, you all, he has now. Okay, first, let me just say this. They just put out the 2018 budget proposal. And with this budget proposal, they have decided to make a cut to the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Services and the Department of the Interior and Environmental Protection Agency. So they have decided to make a budget cut of 8.6%. And they are taking away that money from them to get this. Add money to fund building 80 new miles of wall along the southern border.
This dude in this wall. I'm so over this wall.
For people who don't understand
over this wall.
For people who don't understand what this is going to do. All right. The EPA and Fish and Wildlife Services, they work to help protect the endangered species.
Yeah, I thought that's what that was. Yeah.
And so by making this cut, you're basically putting these animals, you're taking away the support of these animals, basically saying like, hey, this wall is more important than the lives of these animals. Like, it's better to separate us from other humans than to have these animals live. Now, like, that's basically what it is. Now, get this. This is one of the animals that are on the endangered species list, other than bees, which we need for pollination and stuff like that.
Yeah. Hashtag never stung.
Is
bee proof in this thing.
The bald eagle, which is supposed to be the symbol of freedom for America.
That's America's mascot. Some would say it's up there with the national anthem and the flag.
So basically, he's saying, "Hey, the bald eagle can die. We need this wall built."
Right. So we're not going to protect the bald eagle, but you're going to scream and yell and throw temper tantrums over the NFL protesting the national anthem.
Now, I'm going to say this: that's more extreme than kneeling during the national anthem.
Definitely more extreme.
I would put that up there with like flag burning. If you are truly like, hey, America, that's my place. Like, if you were truly like that, this is equivalent to someone burning the flag. All right, he's basically saying, hey, like, let's kill the bald eagles. Like, they don't need any more support.
I don't care if you
like.
live
I don't care about them.
What's up with LeBron? Not LeBron, but Donald Trump and bald things. The bald eagle, LeBron James.
It brings him to reality. He's like, no, never again. Never that.
Touches toupee. Rubs toupee back down.
It's too painful for him.
I get too painful. No,
I don't get it, but okay.
So those were your throwaways.
I love them because they're trash.
All right, so we are continuing the debate series this week with another debate that's near and dear to our hearts, and we are debating Michael Jackson's greatest album. Michael Jackson's greatest album.
Yep.
Now, this isn't something that just came up randomly. It actually came up organically. What you all heard on the podcast was take two of the Disney debate, because take one got kind of heated.
Yeah, it
did. Take one got kind of heated.
It got kind of heated, but it also was like where we just kind of didn't really do all of our homework with some of it.
Now, Tim, here's why Tim said he didn't do all his homework, because his original top three.
I say it. Okay. So in the original debate, because I was just put on the spot, I said Toy Story as one of the greatest soundtracks in Disney movies.
Toy Story.
I apologize to all my Disney aficionados. Like, that was not what I was trying to do. I was put on the spot. It was one of those things where if somebody just asked you like two questions and you just say yes to it, like, cause you just put on the spot. But I apologize, and that's why we had to do another take, because after we were done with that, I was like, oh my goodness, what did I just say? Let's not do that.
Yeah, it was.
I have more sense than that, people.
He does. He came back with a more respectable top three.
Right, one that I was proud of.
But in the heat of that debate, I revealed that I don't believe that Thriller is Michael Jackson's greatest album.
And I had to disagree. I'll say this. Okay. I was a little on the fence with the statement, because I was like, maybe not. Because I tell you where our debate begins. Because at that time, I was like, well, maybe Off the Wall was Michael Jackson's best album.
Off the Wall is what I think is Michael Jackson's greatest album.
And then recently, I started listening to both of them. Now, I didn't listen to the songs that were already fresh on my mind, songs that I've heard like a million times. Like, I didn't listen to those songs. I listened to the songs that are late or at least heard. And I'd have to say, on Off the Wall, there's like 3 songs on there that I did not hear a lot. And hearing them, I was like, they're okay, but they're not songs that make me be like, oh, yeah. Then I listened to the one song on the Thriller album that was the least heard from me, at least. And I was like, okay, there's one song beats out those 3. So,
all right. So let's. I'll go into. I will defend my statement.
Okay.
After we go through this. So we're gonna read the track list for both songs. We're gonna do it quick. Both CDs. We're gonna do it quickly. And I will admit that Thriller has more notable songs. When you name them, a lot of people, like, as soon as you name them, people are going to start singing them. Okay? But here is the track list for Off the Wall. And Tim, you going to do the one for Thriller?
I'll do that.
Okay. So the track list for Off the Wall, and it's going in order. Number 1, Don't Stop Till You Get Enough. Number 2, Rock With You. Number 3, Working Day and Night. Already, man, it just punches when it starts. Number 4, Get on the Floor. Number 5, Off the Wall. Number 6, Girlfriend. Number 7, She's Out of My Life. Number 8, I Can't Help It. Number 9, It's the Falling in Love. And number 10, Burn This Disco Out. That's Off the Wall. Tim, go ahead, tell them what's on Thriller.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, bringing you the Thriller track list. Number 1, Wanna Be Starting Something. Number 2, Baby Be Mine. Number 3, The Girl Is Mine. Number 4, Thriller. Number 5, Beat It. Number 6, Billie Jean. Number 7, Human Nature. Number 8, PYT, also known as Pretty Young Thing. Number 9, The Lady in My Life.
Now, like I said, when you hear the track list, of course, you're going to say, oh, Thriller was better. Thriller was better. But let me make my argument. Now,
Okay.
the reason why I say Off the Wall is partially because of nostalgia. Like, I am a sucker for great debut albums. I will admit that. Okay? Now, but I'll say this. Off the Wall, the music makes sense together. The music makes sense together. It is a cohesive sound. Thematically, it all kind of goes together. It kind of tells a story as you go down there. Even when you listen to the songs, you know it tells a story. And conceptually, I think it was better than Thriller. Also, I think Off the Wall is more soulful. I think this is his one and only R&B CD. His one and only R&B album. And because of that, man, the grooves on it, it just got a groove to it that you can't shake, you know? With Thriller, the songs don't even make sense together. As a matter of fact, the name of the album shouldn't even be Thriller. Nothing on none of those tracks. When you hear that, what does that have to do with the with Thriller? Thriller, I will argue this. Thriller is the most out of place song on that album. It's the most out of place song on that album.
It depends on how you're taking it.
No. Listen to the words of the song. It's a Halloween song. That song is not about love. That song is about Halloween.
Nobody said it was about love.
Okay, but here's what I'm saying. What does Thriller have to do with The Girl Is Mine, Baby Be Mine, Wanna Be Starting Something? Really, and Beat It doesn't even go with it. Thriller and Beat It. If you take those two songs off, you have a cohesive album. But the thing is with Thriller, they were really trying to make him more mainstream and more pop. And so the beats on it were a little more pop. The groove was different, and even his voice was different on Thriller than it was Off the Wall. His voice wasn't as silky. It was a little more, it wasn't as silky, it was a little more rough.
It was more rough.
Yes.
Nah.
God damn.
I mean, he did.
Beat it.
Like, okay. See, it sounds rough when you do it because you ain't got that Michael Jackson smoothness to it. Like it's just he had smoothness. Billie Jean, that
the bass line was smooth. And look,
the flow of it was smooth.
And you're right. But even when you listen to Billie Jean,
Human Nature, like that was smooth.
Yes, but and the thing about those two songs are the only two songs that follow the groove that he started on Off the Wall.
The Lady in My Life,
yeah,
that one right there.
It's okay.
Nah, man, that one it's okay. Like
it's okay.
I could honestly say that you could substitute The Lady in My Life for any one of those songs, like the three least listened to songs, and it would make Off the Wall better.
Maybe.
Because if you think about it, Burn This Disco Out, that was supposed to be like one of his poppy songs.
It was.
Whatever.
It was. But so Burn This Disco Out really would make sense on Thriller because Thriller is a poppy album.
But that's also known as a pop CD though. Like you say it was an R&B album, but it's supposed to be a pop album.
I think they labeled it a pop album because they named him the king of pop, but this was an R&B album. This was an R&B album.
But back in the day, everything was R&B. They didn't have pop.
I know, that's why he's the king of it. He changed his sound from Off the Wall to Thriller. Like the sound of those two albums are
Don't Stop Till
completely
You Get
different.
Enough wasn't like that. Wasn't like a regular R&B song. If you think about it, a lot of the songs on Off the Wall aren't like a regular R&B songs.
R&B of the time.
No,
I would say R&B disco-ish.
okay, I may give you that. Like it was
Okay.
more on the side of disco. It was more on the side of disco.
Okay.
But yeah. But with the times changing, you got to think of it. Like, yeah, the style has to change. And,
yes, I'll give you that. The style does have to change.
And I would say this, Thriller, if you're going to say Thriller was like one of the most out of place things, like you have to attribute it to the artist himself. Michael Jackson was an out of the box type of person. So this album reflected the album Thriller reflected Michael Jackson's personality because he was out of the box with everything he did. His music, his dance moves, his vision with his music videos and everything. Like that's why they named him the King of Pop, because he was an out of the box type of person. And Thriller was that album that actually like really just showed what Michael Jackson's personality was.
Now, here's where I have to argue against you, because even with that, and I get it, nothing against the song Thriller or whatever, but the fact that that song is so out of place on the album, it's out of place sonically, and it's out of place lyrically with the whole album. What's the song that comes before Thriller?
The Girl Is
The Girl Is Mine. The Girl Is Mine is the song that comes before Thriller. For that song to be so out of place, it should have been it should have either been it just should have been the last track. It should have been the last track, because the theme of that song and even the sound of that song is so out of place with the rest of the album. He should have put it last. It makes absolutely no sense. Now, am I gonna sit here and say Off the Wall is Michael Jackson's most popular album? Absolutely not. No, it's not his most popular, but it is his best. But it's his best body of work. It's his best album because the sound of his voice, the sound of the music, the flow of the CD, the flow of the album, all those together, and the flow of the message, all of those together make it better than Thriller to me. Now, right now, we are literally arguing who is the tallest giant.
I can't.
We're arguing who is the tallest giant.
Let's get something straight now. We both are saying that Off the Wall and Thriller are both bangers. Not disputing that at all. Both albums are freaking amazing. They have amazing songs on both of them.
Yes.
It's just where they rank. That's what we're arguing, people. that's what we're arguing.
Neither one of us is saying the other album is trash.
Like nobody's saying that. Absolutely not. But I honestly have to say I love Thriller because I feel like it captures Michael Jackson's essence in it, because it's like I just feel like he was like, yeah, some things seem out of place. Like, yeah, the song Thriller seems out of place. It could be a deeper meaning with the song Thriller. I'm not gonna get into that because I don't know. I'm not saying that. You never know with Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson got some crazy. He had some crazy thoughts.
It was about Halloween.
I mean, that's what we assume. That's what we assume because of the music video. But it's still lyrics out there that when you actually see the lyrics, you like, that's what Michael Jackson said? What the heck? Like, Black or white. This is like I took my baby on a Saturday bang. Like what?
What?
Yeah. Did you know that was the lyrics to it?
I did not know that.
Yeah. It's crazy. So it's like you can't figure out the mind of Michael Jackson.
But even then, he says, if you're thinking about being my lover, it don't matter if you black or white. And so, like, it still makes sense with the song.
Yeah, but what's a Saturday bang?
You banging that girl on a Saturday.
But you gotta take her somewhere for a Saturday?
Yeah, you can't take her to your mama's house. You could go to like Lookout Mountain or Makeout Mountain or something like that.
That's Michael Jackson bad. He had plenty of money. He had his own house. He had a zoo at that point.
He didn't want Bubbles watching. He didn't want Bubbles in there watching.
He had a mansion with many rooms. Like, Bubbles didn't have to watch. But no, I mean, like to me, I honestly feel like Thriller was one of those albums that just really captured Michael Jackson's essence. And that's why I feel like it's his best album.
I get it. I respectfully disagree. What do you think is Michael Jackson's best song?
Oh, his best song? Shoot, I don't know. Dang.
Or his best?
I say the one that I really like the most. It will be probably Remember the Time.
That's my boy. That is my boy. Remember the Time.
That's my jam right there. Like I can't
we
deny
gotta
it.
end on one accord. That's how it is. We gotta end on one accord. That man.
Remember the Time that's the jump right there.
Remember the Time is the jam. Look, man. That's it for the main screen. We got to end it on that one. Because, look, if I get to talk about Remember the Time, I might start talking about how I think it might be his best music video. But we ain't going to get into that.
Hey.
We're going to agree that it's his favorite song. And we're going to move forward. So, Tim, why don't you tell the people who's got the juice this week?
All right. So, the person who has the juice this week is Mike Blair, a bus driver in Southern Nevada. He saw, like, while driving his route, he saw a 92-year-old man out in the heat. And this 92-year-old man was, like, grasping on the wall. He was, like, holding on to the wall, trying to stay up. Once Mr. Blair saw this guy, he pulled over. He got the guy on the bus and immediately set him in the air where the AC was blowing the hardest and gave him a cold bottle of water out of his own lunchbox.
Wow.
Now, I know if you from Memphis, if you from Mississippi, if you from the South, you know what heat is.
Right. Serious.
Like you know what heat is. This is Nevada, people. This is in the desert. It was like 101 degrees outside.
Man.
Wait, no, I think it said 110 degrees. 110 degrees out in the desert, people. That's hot.
That's real hot.
Especially for a 92-year-old man. So I just have to say, like, that's just awesome that Mr. Blair just saw this man and just had to help. Mm-hmm. It was really a selfless act, and honestly, it just showed that there are people out there that care. So Mike Blair, hats off to you, and
you got the juice now, man.
And now, what you've been waiting for this entire show, your problematic top 5. Oh, so since we are talking about the greatest Michael Jackson album, even talking about the greatest Michael Jackson song, we're going to give you the top 5 songs that celebrities would use as theme songs by Michael Jackson. Let's get it.
Okay. Number 5, we have Bruce Jenner, and Another Part of Me. I don't think I have to explain. I think I'm just gonna leave it right there.
You know what? It's funny what a sex change do, because people just completely forgot about that car accident he was in. Didn't he kill somebody?
What?
Yeah, he like killed somebody, then turned into a woman. Look it up. Look it up when you get the chance. I'm pretty sure
Okay,
that's how that
wait.
went. It's just another part of you.
Got some Halle Berry stuff going on.
Right? Oh, number 4. Rachel Dolezal and Black and White. You knew that was coming. Come on, y'all. As soon as you heard Rachel Dolezal, you like, it's going to be black and white. It's going to be black and white. Because it don't matter if you black or white. If you want to be the head. If you think about being the head of the NAACP, it don't matter if you're black or white. If you're thinking about getting the Netflix series, it don't matter if you're black or white.
Oh my goodness. If you're thinking about paying your taxes.
Y'all gotta watch the show and watch the news to get these jokes.
Number 3. DJ Khaled and Enjoy Yourself. That's right. He's all about self-gratification. And since he's not doing anything to his wife, he's not trying to let her enjoy herself. He's taking all the enjoyment for himself. That one's for you, DJ Khaled.
Number 2, Hillary Clinton. You can't win. I was hoping this wasn't too soon. But man, girl, you can't win, you can't break even, and you can't get out of the game because they still talking about your emails. They still talking about the fact that you lost. And you can't win. Even if we do impeach Trump, guess what? You still ain't going in there. It's sad. But you can't win.
All right. And in the spirit of the Wiz, the most important one. Number 1, Wendy Williams and Man in the Mirror. Y'all know Wendell Williams gonna make that change. Okay, how you doing?
We started off with the man getting the sex change, and we ended with the man getting the sex change. We bring it right back. It's the circle of life. It's the circle of problematic.
Every day.
Oh, man. Oh, so that was your problematic top 5. But wait, there's more. Tim, let's go hit him with this bonus round. We had so many that we couldn't fit in the problematic top 5.
So many.
So we just about to run these things real quick. We just gonna be reading them down. Hit it, Tim.
All right. We have Wilt Chamberlain with Don't Stop Till You Get Enough.
R. Kelly, PYT, since he like them pretty young things.
We have Flavor Flav with Billie Jean.
We have Vladimir Putin, Smooth Criminal.
We have the NFL players with They Don't Care About Us.
We have Bill Cosby in the closet.
That's Bill Clinton, right?
Bill Clinton, my bad. Bill Clinton.
It
in
works
the
with
closet.
either one.
It really does.
We have Trump with Stranger in Moscow.
Bill Cosby, can you feel it?
Once again, Bill Cosby.
Oh my goodness.
Melania with Leave Me Alone.
Chris Brown, beat it.
Oh my God.
That was really bad.
Bill Cosby with You Are Not Alone.
Kanye Kardashian, tabloid junkie. That's a deep cut for you.
Oh my goodness. O.J. Simpson, Speed Demon.
And I am not allowed to read the other two that were on there. But let's just say they were really problematic. But as respect for my brother, I am not going to say them. I'm going to be good.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, we want to thank you so much.
Oh, but wait, no.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Stevie Wonder, can you feel it? That's what his helpers tell him when they take away his cane and they in the other room. Just feel around on the walls. Can you feel it?
Like,
Can you feel it? Can you feel it?
now, if y'all think that was wrong, think about back when they had the was it the MTV Music
Oh my
Awards?
goodness, yeah.
When Will Smith did Wild Wild West, and they had Stevie Wonder playing the piano, and they left him out there in the dark, and Cisco had to come back out and help Stevie Wonder off the stage after they cut the lights off on that man.
Oh my goodness. He didn't know that they cut the lights off though.
Now, if y'all think we trifling, that's what they did to Stevie. Stevie.
Oh man. So you have been listening to Banana Juice? Oh, I'm really trying to compose myself. Remember, like, share, rate, comment, follow us on Facebook, on Instagram at Banana Juice TNT. And remember, if you have someone that you think deserves the juice, email us at thisisbananajuice@gmail.com. Okay? Keep rocking with us. We gonna keep rocking for y'all. It's your boy, Timo with the dance moves.
And Tim, the popcorn player.
Banana Juice.
Out.